Well, it's 8 a.m. on Thursday, September 26th. Yeah, September 26th, 2024, and it's another nice day today. It's about 60 degrees right now, and there's another heavy dew. And right now, I don't see any clouds, but the sun's so bright I can't see anything. Uh, anyway, I got some more fence work to do around the house, barn, and this garden area, and around next to the road. So I'll be working on that today, but I gotta wait till the dew dries off. I don't like to work in wet grass. I don't think I need to wear my boots today. I just wear my regular shoes after the dew dries off. And uh, hopefully I can get this fence done today and get it working. Turn it back on and see if it works. Because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow and Saturday. But at least it won't be hot. Yeah, the rain we're supposed to get tomorrow on Saturday is supposed to be a remnant of that another hurricane. I think that was down in Florida. Anyway, I'm gonna wait until the dew dries off and get going. Get this fence work done. But I guess it wasn't quite 60. It's 59 degrees right now. But it's still good. Uh, okay. I'll need to get that work done today. It's going to rain for the next couple days. So today's the day to get that done. Okay. I'll catch you later. Got a little late start today. And but I don't have that much to do, so. And it's partly cloudy, partly sunny. Temperature's pretty good. Somewhere in the 70s, I think. I'll go check. Anyway, I'm going to start here and work my way around checking the fence. I'm going to use the ATV where I can. Yeah, it's about 76 degrees. Not too bad. It's warm, but not too warm, so it's okay. I'll come back to that fence later. I got to do some cutting there. But the insulators I think are okay. It's just the weeds I got to cut down. Right now I'm going to start on something else, a different section. I'm going to work my way around here to the road, and then that way as far as I can to the pond. I'll have to walk the area on the pond dam on the other side of the pond by hand because I can't drive over there. So, and I'm using the ATV mostly because I got my insulators and tools on there, so if I need to work on something, I'll have it. Okay, let's start driving. So far, so good. Like I said, I'm just going to be checking insulators because the weeds aren't too bad here. Yeah. I'm going to check down along here. For right now, I'm not going to, when I bring them back, I'm not going to keep them in here, let them go in here because I need to put a fence up there. I haven't got that far yet. Yeah. So I'll just keep them locked out of here for now. I got a gate here, so that's easy to do. Okay, let's drive on down by the road. I can go a little bit farther, but I can't go any farther than the pond. And then I'll have to come back later and cut those weeds down on the outside. I should have been spraying that more often, but I didn't. So now I got to work harder to cut the weeds down. Fence might still even work, even with those weeds growing there. But it's better to keep it cut down. Less stress on the fence. And after I leave here, I'm going to drive around to the other side over there. And then, not through here though. And I'll have to walk along the dam to check that, make sure that's all good. But I'll have to come back later and cut them weeds down. Yeah. That's where I got to go. I have to walk that area. I got a big log on the other end, so I don't think the cows even come in here unless they walk through the water here to go there. Sometimes they like to lay around over there. In the hot, and really, when it's really hot, they like to stand in that water there because it's shady. And I'm trying to discourage them from doing that. But they do it anyway. Now I'm going to be walking this fence. Check it. Just to make sure that everything's hooked up the way it's supposed to be. When I raised that post up, it's actually just sitting on a root. And I added another wire to the top, just in case it drops off. That should keep them from jumping over, because there's a big hole. Big a hole over there anyway. I don't think they'll be going out there too steep. I brought a hand sickle with me. Cut off some of these cedar branches that are touching the fence. Well, I made it this far. This here is where I used to park my trailer, cattle trailer, when I first got it. I made a pad there and a pad there for the tires, but I got some big cedars growing there now. I could probably get it in, except over there. There's a big, that's how long that's been there. See that cedar tree growing? How big it is? I don't know how many years ago. That was back in the 90s. Anyway, I wanted to park my bale trailer here, but a big one, a 10-footer, 10-foot wide. But that tree's in the way, it bumps into that there, so I'd have to cut them out before I can do anything. But we'll see. Anyway, this part's done, and I got the other part done too. Oh boy, I had to cut a lot of cedar branches down, and I'm all itchy now. I should have been taking care of it better. It looks good now. And had to trim that one up too. I need a brace on that post. I need to anchor there one of these days. I need to anchor that back. I gotta fix that too, because one of the insulators broke down there, so I just tied it up to the next one. But anyway, I'll fix that one of these days. My fame is saying one of these days. I've been wanting to cut this down, but I need a chainsaw for that, and I don't feel like getting the chainsaw out and cutting it up, and then I happen to drag off the limbs, so I'll just leave it as long as the fence is okay. All I can do on this side is cut those tall weeds out from the outside. I'll get to that later. Okay, get to that later. Okay, we'll see if I do. Yeah, the cows cross here though. I've seen them cross here. That's something. Cows like to hang out in here sometimes, or in the water down there. Yeah. I'm headed back to my ATV. I'm gonna work on the other side of the barn now. Yeah, on the side there, where the concrete pad is and beyond. Okay. Looks pretty good here. Had to trim a few of these branches too. Well, I was cutting all those cedar limbs off down there. I must have breathed in some sawdust or something. It's got a tickle in my throat now. I can't get rid of it. I gotta drink some water. This is how I fixed this post. I raised it up to, and I rested it on that root going across there. But I got to secure the top because it's sliding back and forth. Anyway, that looks a lot better. Fence anyway. Yeah, that's why I fixed that. I just tied the top insulator to the wire so it won't slide around back and forth. Oh well, we'll see how long that lasts. One of these days, I gotta figure out a way to fix this. First thing I gotta do is get down in there and connect those, somehow connect those culverts, or take them out and put a different one in. I don't know why that these here are one size, And that one's bigger for some reason on the end. I don't know how that happened. I remember putting it in, but I don't remember what I used. Okay. Alright, let's go do some more fence. Okay, now I gotta trim a few branches out the top. There's a fence. Comes out of the barn. It's a plug-in type charger. I'll go take a look at it. It's an old one. Since 89 or 90, yeah, somewhere in the 90s. That's how long old it is. Anyway, it comes across here, goes down. Oh, look at all those holes in that board from the carpenter bees. I didn't notice it before. And then it goes there, and then it goes down around the hill and feeds the rest of the pasture fence. Well, let's see what I can do up here. Yeah, that's the tractor supply module. 5 miles. Okay. Yeah, it's been working since early 1990s, because that's when I brought the cattle here. It's been working ever since. It's a plug-in type. My plug's down here. It's unplugged right now. It's been unplugged all summer. Okay. Let's go back to checking fence. Oh, I just noticed something. It looks like that board got knocked off, probably a tree branch or something. I'm gonna have to try to fix that if I can. I need a ladder for that. I don't have a ladder, but I got my ATV. I'll use that as my ladder. Just the way it looks. Looks like I got that one. I had that one notched in right there. Same as I notched that one in. So what I'm thinking is somehow that the wood rotted on top and the board slid out. And I can't have that falling off. It'll break the connection. So let me climb up there and see what I can do with it. Oh, that'll hold for now. Something else I noticed. This wire here, it goes from here all the way down. Looks like it's pretty corroded. And it's broke a couple times that I remember fixing. So I probably could put a new one in, but I don't think I got enough wire. But I might have some new wire here. I got some there, but I gotta see if I got enough. I'll have to walk it off and measure it. Okay, let's see. Let's cut the limbs off first down there. Clean all that up first. I think I'll cut that whole limb off. Yeah. I'll cut off what I can reach anyway. I'm okay. But I lost my balance up there after I cut the last branch. I relied too much. I was hanging on to the branch that I was cutting off, which was a mistake. Anyway, I was able to catch the step with my foot, slow me down. I think I just lay here for a while. I didn't hurt myself, I set my pride. I'm okay, I just have to get up. Not the first time. Probably won't be the last time either. Just have to think before I act, that's all. Didn't help that I was standing on a soft seat. Ew. I didn't have no solid surface to stand on. And narrow. And I was hanging on to the last branch that I was cutting off. I hung on to this. I should have hung on to the trunk. Yeah, but as soon as that broke loose, I pulled back, and luckily my foot, I was able to step on that first step there, or the only step, the step to kind of slow my fall. And I fell on my back right there. Oh, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I just hope I learned my lesson today. Be more careful. Okay, let's go back to work. I'm going to cut some more of that off. Oh, I got that cleaned up. Also noticed that the fence is kind of leaning out a little bit. I need to come down, I need to straighten them up and driving them in a little farther. But not today. That's a job for another day. Well, that's pretty good. At least the fence is clear. That's the main thing. The fence is clear. And the fence goes that way. I got the more old hog panels that I used here. Okay. There's no electric fence there on the bottom, just on top. Worked out pretty good. Yeah. Not a very got a gap here. But nobody's ever gotten out there, so anyway, now I'm back to my I did that yesterday, all that down there. Oh, that in the bottom, I did that yesterday. I got a fence here too. I'll check it, but it's only so they don't go down this hill. I don't want them on this hill. Fence ends down there on that tree. But it's still on when the cows are here. They used to come up this path here and go up to the thing. Because I used to have that fenced off, that hill. It got so ruddy through here, I just opened the whole thing up for them. They usually made it, and they made a mess of it ever since. But this year it grew up in weeds. I don't know where their weeds came from, but they grew in 1 year. Okay, let's go back up to the top. Yeah. Okay. Let's go check the. Since I'm here, I checked the groundhog trap. Something telling me I didn't catch nothing. But I didn't check it yet, so wait and see. Nope, no groundhog. No nothing. I gotta clean this fence up with either weed killer, I don't know, weed killer, or use my sickle or something to cut this stuff off. So at least get it away. Maybe I'll just walk down there and knock it down with my feet. I'll do something with it. I've got to clean it up a little bit. Or let the cows back in. The fence along the shed here. It used to be down there. It used to go from there over to there. But it was hard to keep it off the weeds. So, and then the cattle couldn't come up here. Yeah. So last year I moved it over to here. Works pretty good. I got this rig too. Not very good, but I got it over there by the barn door. And this is the one that goes that way. Looks like there's a weed growing on the fence. Morning glory. But it didn't work. And then it goes down here. I gotta close this up somehow. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. And then it goes down and hooks onto that fence. And then I got all this fence here, all the way down there. Looks like that one came off the top insulator over there. I'll fix that. And then I got to clean these weeds up too, and around this way. The fence goes around this little tree, because there's a big ditch there. And then it goes down to the gate, and that's it. Besides the fence that goes down around the orchard there. And I also have to put the fence up around my garden if I want to let them in here. But I can do that. I can do that later. I can close both gates, and they can just concentrate on these weeds first. So I'll check the insulators on there, and then I'll be done with checking the insulator. But then I gotta start cleaning some weeds up. For now, I just lowered the fence over there. I lowered the fence. Maybe they'll respect the fence and don't go through there. And if they do, I'll make sure all the other gate there by the garage is closed. So if they do get in, they still won't get out. Well, since I got most of the fence checked, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and see if it works. Only thing that's not hooked up yet is down by the gate by the road over there, way over there, at the bottom of the hill. I didn't hook that up, so the fence from there, all the way around to this side, around the garden area, that's still off. But the rest of the fence should be working. Around here and around there, around the back side, around the east side of the pasture. So let me turn it on and see if I get anything. Oh, I hear it clicking. Let me go check the fence with a tester. The fence ain't working, so I gotta go around and check for grounds now. Well, there's no grounds from here to the pond. Now I'm gonna check the other side. On the other side of the pond. This side of the pond looks good too. Except for the weeds, of course. And I'll get to them eventually. I'm only going to turn on this fence around in here. I got that fence there disconnected, so it's not a problem. Over by the bales. This is okay too. For grounds anyway. I got a wire going under the ground there from here to the other side, so this side is powered from here, from this side, at least to the gate anyway. The other gate. This fence is all good for ground, all the way to the gate, and it ends. The fence ends at the gate, so I'm going to go back to the barn and test the fence again. So this is the end of the fence on this side that I'm going to be testing. Well, this fence is powered from the other fence, going that way, going around. It goes all the way around the pasture, goes around over by the road, connects there at the gate, and then comes back this way. And I got to close that gate. That'll connect there, and then goes down around the garden or the orchard, comes up and comes around and ends here. So normally, if I want to check both fences, I'll just check it here and check it here. But since fence wasn't working before, I disconnected this whole east side, and I'm just going to check the fence around the pond here, around this little pasture on the west side. Well, there was something wrong with this plug. The top outlet wasn't working very good, or I couldn't get no charge out of it. So I plugged it in here and tested the east fence alone, and it works good. Then when I connected the west fence, it's grounded. So still grounded somewhere on the west side around the pond, so I have to figure that out. I already walked around twice. I'll do it again. I found it. It was hidden in the weeds. Yeah. I guess what happened, I burned this off during the summer, or sometime I burned it off this year. Burned the ditch, grasses and whatever. And looks like my insulator melted and the fence dropped down onto the T-post. So I could fix that easy. I just happened to have an insulator with me. Okay, that's fixed. It's the bottom one that was replaced. Oh, there's some nice looking clouds there. I like to watch the clouds. They're never the same shape. Okay, I'm going to walk down and close that gate down there and see if the rest of the fence works. I'm leaving this fence disconnected because I don't plan on putting the cows in here at all. But if I put another wire on the other side of those bales, I might put them in there around the yard, around the house. But not right away. I can always do that later. It's always nice to see and know that I got hay up here to feed the cattle up here by the house. I already tested the fence on this side, and the fence is working from here all the way around back to the barn. That's working. And I'm going to close this gate and hook that wire to turn the rest of it on, the one that goes around the garden. Not so much the garden, but the orchard there. Well, it's 4 p.m. and I closed that gate and I hooked the fence wire, and it goes there and up and around, feeds the rest of the fence. Okay, I gotta go. I don't know how that stuff got here. Well, I think that's stinging nettle. I should have kept that sprayed. It's just starting to bloom now, so I don't think it's going to go to seed. So, but I'll probably do something with it. I need to fix this fence too. At least nothing else. I need to pull it back up, straighten it up. But right now, I'm just trying to make sure the fence is working. I'll get that fence connected again. Those 2 wires. The top one is what connects that fence. And the fence on the other side of that gate hook, it's awful low, but before I always had that creep feeder there, so but now that that's exposed now, I'm going to have to raise that up, I think. But I'll do that some other time. I just want to make sure the fence is working. I got that hooked up, so that feeds all the way around to there and all the way back to here. So before I cut any weeds, I want to see if the fence actually works. Well, I got all the fences hooked up and they're working. It was that plug in the barn that was the top plug that was messed up. Wasn't giving enough power. Anyway, let's zoom in on there. See that? Look at that. It's working good. Okay, I'm going to leave it on. Even though there's no cattle here, I want the fence to kill the weeds. That's what it's designed to do, so I want to see if that works. Because I don't feel like killing any weeds right now, or cutting any weeds, at least not today. So I'm just going to leave it on now, and everything's hooked up. And now I can bring the cattle back whenever I get around to doing that, which will be soon. Trailer's already set up. Just got to corral them and load them up and bring them back. Okay, that's all for today. Catch you later. I was double checking the fences, make sure they were all working. The east side here feeds out over here. That one's on. But this one's not working. And it's fed from around this way and all the way through here. And that's on. And I'll show you what I missed up there by the barn. And that's why this side's not working. I guess this fence was up high for a reason before, because that's where I had it connected up there. But now that I got up there, that's on here, and it goes all the way back around to the long way around to the back to the barn. To the charger. So I have to either raise that back up, or I'll just go ahead. I got another wire. I'm going to connect that wire down to that one to make it all on. But first I'm going to turn the fence off so I can work on it. Got it hooked up. I'll go turn the fence on, then I'll go back down to the gate down by the garden and check it down there, because I'm tired. Well, this fence is working now. So all the fences are working. All of them are working now. And I'm just going to leave them on. I did notice though that bottom wire, it's real saggy and loose. So it's probably broke somewhere up there. But it's not grounded. I mean, it's still working. So it's not touching the ground. So one of these days I got to come back and trim some of these weeds off, clean these weeds up. I'm too tired today. I got enough done that I'm just satisfied that I got the fence working again. Okay. Well, that's what my goal was. Took me 2 days to do it, but I got it. I still have some weeds to clean up, but most of it's done. Before I bring the cattle back, I'll drive around with the ATV and check it again, just to be sure everything's looking good. And I'll tighten that wire up when I clean those weeds. Okay. And oh, my back's really hurting today. 2 days of fence work wore me out. Okay. Catch you later. Yeah, I never used a solar charger around here since I got an electric hood in the barn. I just started to use that, but when I acquired that 20 acres down there, farther down, I don't have any electric down there, so I had to start using solar. And they work pretty good. Till a lightning strike or something. Then they go out. Okay. That's about it for today. I wore myself out. So I guess that's a good sign I did something. Okay. And I said, I'm just glad I got the fence working again. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it on until I need to. Well, I'll just leave it on. But I'll just keep checking, make sure it's still working. Okay. I guess my next project is to bring the cattle back. Catch them, load them, and bring them back. Just those 3 Highlanders, though. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.